Well, what a great cause. And they got those bobbleheads to give out to all those people. So we're happy for that. And we're happy that Jay at least was standing in some shade, Betsy, because we know it's hot out there.
It is definitely warm. And as the afternoon has been kind of culminating here, we have been dealing with this oppressive humidity on top of the heat. We still have a lot of hot air to get through this evening. Temperatures are in the low 90s. We will stay here for the next couple of hours. And it won't be really till after the sun sets that we begin to see the temperatures backing off. But even at midnight, we are looking at temperatures around 80 degrees. So if you don't have air conditioning, I know that the city of Cleveland has shelters with extended hours tonight. Try and stay as cool as possible. At least when the sun goes down, it will help a little bit. But it is brutally warm, and it's the humidity that has really been packing the punch. We still have a heat advisory in effect, and now on top of all of that, by tomorrow morning, we will have a round of thunderstorms that are expected to move through, and those will be dealing with all that humidity, meaning they have a lot of moisture to work with. They become very efficient rain producers, and I'm doing this because they wring the moisture out of the atmosphere, and we could end up with inundating rainfall, heavy downpours in the early commute. So for now, it's all about the heat. The heat advisory continues Cleveland and westward. We also have air quality alerts for most of our northern counties. And as far as the rest of the evening goes, you can see we are sitting in the upper 80s and low 90s at this hour. We are not alone in this, though. Look at temperatures west of us, well into the mid 90s, but you can see some of these incredible heat index numbers. Look at Chicago. Friends, the heat index in Chicago is 115 degrees. Now, I know you're probably saying, what is going on with all of this? Why are their heat index numbers so much higher than ours? Well, they have even more humidity than we do. We're going to talk about that coming up a little bit later in the hour. Has to do with some crops, unfortunately for them. They're a little bit closer to that. So let's talk a little bit more about tomorrow morning's weather impact alert, because we have thunderstorms that are expected. Not these storms that you're seeing right now in mid-Michigan. They've had some damage reports there from this round. Those storms will move east and fade as they cross the lake. However, farther west, we're expecting a whole nother round to get going, and that's what we may have coming our way tomorrow morning. Severe thunderstorm watch is posted for much of Michigan now. These storms will continue to move to the east, and as they do, they'll cross Lake Erie overnight, and you can see by about 10 p.m. or so, we may be dealing with the after effects of some of those. So scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder late east of Cleveland, isolated rain chances otherwise. After 10 p.m. and through the overnight hours, notice these thunderstorms that kind of get going. Now they have a whole new part of the atmosphere to work with, and 6 a.m. as of right now, the forecast model, and this is the HRR model, is showing that we have thunderstorms, pretty intense ones, just west of Cleveland crossing the lake. Those will slam into the lakeshore areas and spread very heavy rain, the possibility of high wind gusts through the area through the early morning commute. So that's really what's new, is that the timing has changed on those storms, and it will be impacting the morning commute. So we have extended our weather impact alert not only for today, but now all the way into tomorrow morning through 8 a.m. with those daybreak storms coming through. You may need an early start. And I'm going to do a plug here for our 3 News app, because we will send you alerts of severe weather. You have to turn that on. It's in the settings in the app. It will automatically send you alerts and alert you overnight, wake you up that we may have some problems coming. Damaging winds, possibility of hail, but it's that heavy rain that I think is going to probably really slow things down for the morning. National Designer hour-by-hour forecast. We're going to stay warm and muggy tonight. This is a look at midnight, still right around 80 degrees. And then tomorrow morning, there you see it, the first round of storms coming through. Now, I've switched models. I think we're going to get another update on this model here within the hour, so we could get a bit of a different look. But all the forecast models are pointing to thunderstorms in northeast Ohio tomorrow morning. That round clears out. We warm up again, and then we have a whole nother slew of thunderstorm pop-up chances that come later in the day. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. The pop-ups tomorrow afternoon, not expected to be terribly widespread, but could get intense. We'll have more scattered rain and storms on Thursday. We're going to do this whole thing over again Friday, back into the 90s, very muggy, another round of storms, and then here comes the cooler air, temperatures in the low 80s through the Labor Day holiday weekend. Right now, Labor Day itself looks phenomenal. So if you're a fan of the cooler weather, wait for it. Be patient. I know it's tough, but it will be coming.
Okay, through Friday.
Just a few more days.
The weekend, though, is that light. So, all right. Thanks, Betsy.